Joann McPike är grundare av den internationella rundresande gymnasieskolan Think Global School. Lärarnas tidning träffar henne i Nacka utanför Stockholm. So you founded this school. How come? What led you to this?
Well, my son, who is now 19, when he was 13 years old, he'd been to 72 countries already. We had taken him travelling with us when he was young, and we didn't want to put him into a school that would restrict him to one way of thinking, because he had seen so much of the world. He had such an open mind already. So we decided to start a school of our own and to carry on educating him the way that we had when he was young. A lot of people said it was crazy. They said it wouldn't work. They said people wouldn't send their children to it. But you know, it works. And we have the most amazing kids, as you can see.
So what is the aim of the school? What do you wish to accomplish with these kids?
I want them to see that there's more than one way of seeing the world, that everything is just perspectives, and I think that you can only really understand that or see that when you experience it, when you go out into the world and you live your learning. I want them to go out to be leaders within their communities or in the world, having seen the world and knowing what's really going on in the world. You know, not just from a textbook or not just from video or from the internet, but by actually being there and talking to the people and living that life for a little bit.
And the name Think Global School, what does that stand for?
It really came from the fact that you know, there are many different ways of looking at a problem and looking at an issue, and you just have to think about it a little bit. So I guess that's why it's more think globally instead of just, you know, thinking within your small little box of how you're taught. It's you know, look at the bigger picture.
And now that your son has graduated and the school keeps going, what do you see for Think Global School in the future? And what about your role in it today?
I hope it carries on as it is, as it is. I hope it just gets better and better, and we just get, you know, we're able to take more and more students through this process and show them the world. You know, I said to the kids when we first started, I said, I don't know if this is going to really work. You know, this is an educational and social experiment, really. I said, I don't know if you're going to all come out being the most well-adjusted adults when you're 20, or you're all going to need a psychiatrist. You know, we don't know. So far, they are the most amazingly well-adjusted, open-minded, creative, empathetic young adults. And, you know, is it successful? Who knows? We'll see 50 years down the road when we see the effect that it's had on their lives and the ripple effect that it's had within their communities.
Is this kind of education also a way to handle a more globalized world?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I would love to take every teenager traveling around the world. I think the experience of travel is the best way of learning. You know, not only do you get to see the world, but you get to learn about yourself. You know, you get to learn how to do things. You become resilient, grit and determination to get things done. It just broadens your horizons. It just expands your mind. If you talk to anybody who's done any kind of study abroad program when they were young, they'll tell you that was the best experience of their life, you know.
And you keep going to the locations, because right now you're in Sweden. And I noticed that when you came in, you greeted the kids, the students, with my children. So you're still you want to keep in touch.
Oh yeah, no, I love coming back to the school, and I love coming back when they're doing fun things. You know, I don't need to show up for math class or something or other like that, but You know, when they're out there and they're engaging with the world, or like the TOK presentations that they're doing now, where I get to really experience the benefits that the school has had on their perspectives in life. I love that. It just gives me such a great sense of satisfaction, and I love young people. I love the youth. I love the fact that they don't just believe that they can make a change. They know they can make a change. You know, and I want to keep inspiring that in them. I want them to keep believing, not during Think Global School and after Think Global School, that they can make a difference. You know, and I know that they will make a difference, and that makes me happy.